Hello, and welcome to Let's Ride to Norwich, or from Norwich, depending on your preferences. This is an episode. I've lost count. It's not... Okay, sure. Sorry, Google is just talking to me there, interrupting me horribly. I was just about to say, it's not quite getting dark, but like it is getting to that stage. I'm losing the light, as it were. I've still got... gosh, like 2 episodes left. But, yeah, we're not going to make it all the way home with the light.
Exit the roundabout.
It's fine by me, but it does mean that our little Let's Ride is going to get cut short. Sorry. My battery is warm, which is annoying. I should have got all the way to 80% at Chiteris, but I didn't. Because it throttled, and I was like, well, I'm not going to wait around. That's really annoying. Essentially, like, I manually throttled it at the grid serve Electric Forecourt because I wanted to spend a little time there, and yeah, the longer you spend DC charging, like throttling your DC charge doesn't stop it from getting warm. It just makes it charge slower. It's time DC charging that makes it warm. And obviously if you make it slower, then you get the idea. Unfortunately, yeah, it got warm pretty soon after I got to Eli. And I thought it had been a fair while. Like, I think it had been an hour and a half at least since I left GridServe. Partly I was wrong. Partly it was still quite warm. That this is an issue with these bikes. Like if you do a lot of like DC charge type stuff. But this is the first time I've really had an issue with it. Like getting hot immediately on charge. Energica have the right idea. They're chasing active cooling at the moment. Or at least they were chasing active cooling. Now that they've been taken over by Dynamics, I'm not sure what their priorities are. But at least they were active cooling, at least. I think active cooling is definitely going to be the breakthrough tech for these bikes. Active cooling would deal with this specific issue, but also it would deal with the slow charge. I mean, I say slow charge, it's not that slow. You can charge these things in like 25-30 minutes. I think they actually charge faster than Energica say that they do. At least that's been my experience. active cooling would help because it would allow me to charge much quicker. It would allow the battery to cool much faster. It would avoid this, long battery throttling problem. And that'd be great. If I could stop it, okay, 5 minutes done. Yeah. Wow, that'd be amazing, right? I don't know if you could get it done in that. I think you get 10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. 10 minutes at that place I just stopped. So okay, I've changed my batteries. I've done a 2-minute vlog. Done. We're on the road. I think that'd make my petrol bike riding friends a lot less apprehensive trying to tour with it as well. Because yeah, okay, finding things that are within the touring range is hard. Because you can't just go, well, it does 150 miles, so we'll do the charge stop at 150 miles. It doesn't quite work like that. You have to leave reserve, and you can't get it right up to the top, and all this kind of thing. And it slacks off after 80%. There's a whole lot of factors to take into account. But when you put all those things together, what you kind of end up with is okay, you can do 115 from end to end, or you can do I think it's 90s with a charge stop in between, or you can do a 90 and 90 and any number of 70s. And yeah, just finding chargers sometimes in those intervals can be difficult. But once you get to the charger, the charging goes a lot faster than you think it does. As long as you don't have this problem, which I do have today. I think it's the first time I've run into that problem. Let's see how it is at Corby. I need to top up a Corby in order to get home. I could maybe have done it. I could maybe have done it straight home. But yeah, I would have had to stay there with the throttle charge. Yeah. It's easier to just do a 10-minute in Corby because I have to change my batteries anyway. The camera batteries, I mean. Although, the light the way it is, with the light the way it is, so just trying to, I saw some bug splatter in the thing, and I didn't remember to wipe it while I was at that charger, because I left it real quick, and that's why I'm rubbing the GoPro. Stuck behind a truck. This is annoying. Truck equals slow, and slow equals less distance with light. I think Chitaris was where I dropped the bike last time. So we'll not be repeating that this time. Especially because we're avoiding going through Chitaris this time. Taking around the bypass. Because we're going in different directions. I didn't particularly like the way I came out of Chitaris on the like failed to record, that's right. It went down to I think Huntingdon. And yeah, like the run down to Huntingdon's fine, but then getting out of Huntingdon was like, I didn't like it. Didn't make for good viewing. Not be taking a left here. What we might be doing, overtaking these guys, if we get the opportunity. Nope. Done one, but not two. What's this guy's pulling off? This truck just drove into a 40 instead of a 50. Yeah. Ramsey and Benwick, that is where we're going. One, two, three.
Exit the roundabout.
It's a roadworks. It's only the second for this trip. Talking Aberystwyth. At time of writing, up to 7 roadworks with traffic lights. And I've still got 4 episodes to go, and I think there's 2 more. I caught a whiff of barbecue there. When I move into my new place, I'm getting a barbecue. Like, as a priority. Yeah, that does look like that. Cool. That looks like my intended route. Average speed. Okay, fine. have heard of motorcycles. I pass a lot of like average speed cameras that only read the front plate, and it's like, you do know motorcycles exist, right? Because motorcycles don't have front plates. They're not required to by law, and therefore pretty much none of them do. Indian motorcycles have front plates. They are required by law to have front plates, so they all do. Which I thought was funny when I went there. I bet that water is deep. It's like signs warning you that you might go into the water. Oh, I am gonna lose the light. That's really annoying. These things did not work out my way. I end up with like a 2-hour delay. It's kind of the crux of the matter. And yeah, actually, without that 2-hour delay, I would probably have gotten the whole way home with light. But, you know. Look, if you get an EV, I want you to remember that DC charging stations are not parking places. They're not somewhere that you park your vehicle up and then leave it for the day. Because your vehicle will be charged in an hour or less. And then you're just blocking the charging station. Because a lot of them are solos or doubles. Like, the vast majority of them are solos or doubles. And solo is still really, really common. But, like in Kingsland, there was a car that had been there for 4 hours and a car that had been there for 2.5. Almost 3, actually. I think it was 2 3/4. And I had to wait, and I think I was there an hour longer than I wanted to be. And it was really infuriating, because I only wanted to do a short charge there. Like, I only wanted to do, I think it was like 20 minutes. And this is the result, it's just late. So, you know, if you have an EV or you are intending to buy one, or you buy one in the future, which you probably will, because, you know, EVs are the way things are going. You need to be aware that the EV charging space is not a parking space. It's a space you pull into, you charge up and you leave. You wouldn't sit at a petrol pump for 4 hours, so why would you do it at an EV charging station? I really hate average speed cameras. There's not really any reason for me to be like doing 50 along here. Wow, an actual turn. There. Right, well, this is Ramsey 40 Foot, and since this is Ramsey 40 Foot, that will be the end of this episode. So, if you liked this episode, give it a like. If you would, like to say anything about it, or any of the stuff that I have said, comment section's right there. I like getting comments, don't get enough of them. If you enjoyed this episode, check out some of my other videos. You might like them too, and if you do, I suggest that you subscribe to my channel and hit that bell, very important. Plus, if you'd like to reward me for entertaining you today, you can find my coffee link in the description below. Bye bye.